Hey everybody, today is June 11th, 2021, and I want to provide an update on this personal weather station. It's an Ambient Weather WS-2902C. Got it for Christmas last year. It's been in service for about 6 months now. So, if you watched my previous videos about this PWS, you would have seen that it was in a different spot. I had to relocate it to this fence post due to the new home being put in, and I must say this thing has been fantastic. So of course the last time I made a video about this thing, it was of course wintertime, and here we are in meteorological summer, about to officially start summer here soon. So I have to say it's been doing great with the summer season, or at least the heat so far. For one thing, I think some people were asking on one of my recent videos how this thing handles heat. If it reports too high of temperatures when there's direct sunlight on it. Well, from what I'm seeing, in comparison to other weather stations around here, which is a mixture, we've got a few of these. We've got some weather flow tempest weather stations, and about a few miles away, I think we got a Davis Vantage 2 Pro, I think that's what it's called, personal weather station. And it seems that this weather station does seem to report pretty accurate temperatures. Of course, the temperature sensor is up there inside that radiation shield. It's on the bottom of the rain gauge. That's also where the thermal hygrometer measures the temperature and the humidity. And it's really cool having this thing right now, because this is, of course, thunderstorm season, where we can have downpours that are scattered, where literally you could pick up an inch of rain at your house, but your neighbor next door might hardly pick up anything. We've already had a few days like that here recently. And so you can see hyperlocal how much rainfall there is in given areas, which is really cool. And also, it's nice to see the dew point and know how comfortable it's going to be outside. And this thing also reports heat index. Like today, it was like, I don't know, 86 degrees. Yet it felt like 93 because it's so humid out today. So we picked up a little bit of rain over today, had a quick downpour. So another thing I want to talk about, since I'm in the process of getting the new home set up, is without internet access, without power over here, or internet access, of course the base station can't be, of course, in the house. Thought about having my neighbor next door host it for a little bit, but I decided, you know what, because I'm living with my parents over there right now while the home is being set up. The base unit on this thing is all the way over there. So I had it in my former bedroom, which is on the front of that house over there, for a while, and there were a couple of times to where it would lose connection with this sensor array. So I relocated the base unit to the back porch. It's the enclosed sunroom on the back of the home over there, and it has worked fine ever since. Still though, that's quite a distance from there to here, and this thing is communicating way over there. So in case y'all wondering how far you can locate this thing from, the base unit, well, it's quite a ways. So I must say it's been working well. Kind of wish I had it in a better spot. It's down a little bit lower than what it used to be when it was on the old back deck on the single wide that used to be there. I'm going to be moving this thing to a different spot at some point once the home is set up. It's going to probably be on a side deck, put it up high to where it'll clear the pitch of the roof of the house, maybe. Not certain on that just yet. So I'm not going to really show much else today. I just want to make this quick little video while I was over here to show you guys the unit. If you want to see more in detail about this weather station, feel free to go look back at my previous video on it. But I just want to give you guys an update. I'm trying to think of anything else that was in the comments, like any other questions. I know there was one about the heat during the summer, if it's measuring temperature correctly in direct sunlight. And yes, it does seem to do so. I should mention one thing though, all on the subject of that. I'm seeing already, when you look at Weather Underground's Wonder Map, I can easily tell when looking at the Wonder Map whose personal weather stations are probably sitting right on top of a roof. See, I let this airplane get past. Okay, so if we look on the top of the house over here, you may see there's what appears to be a former satellite dish mount. I think it's probably a satellite dish mount. I can't say for certain. Definitely is something like that. But the thing is, if I roof mounted this thing, I'd have to have it up high, at least 4 feet off the roof, probably off the pitch of the roof, in order for it to measure temperature accurately. One thing that will cause these things to measure high temps is when you have it on a roof and it's too low, because of course the heat off that roof will interact with the temperature sensors of that unit and make your temps read higher than what they actually are. So of course, again, there's that roof mount up there on top of the roof. At first I thought about using it, but I was like, you know what, no. Because not only that, I think it's pretty important that when you roof mount these things, that you ground the mount, because if lightning strikes it, there's got to be a path to ground somewhere besides just the structure of your home. Now, ground wire probably wouldn't make much of a difference anyway there, but so if you ever buy one of these weather stations, that's something you got to consider. Although the roof up there is nice and high up in the air, it's you're going to have issues with temperature readouts unless you mount that sucker way up in the air. So walk back over here to it. So I must say, very satisfied with this thing. I'd highly recommend getting one of these if you're interested in knowing what the weather conditions are like in your backyard. I mean, this thing, it measures a lot of stuff. Temperature, rainfall, humidity, sunlight, wind speed and direction, all that good stuff. Anyways, that is an update on my Ambient Weather WS-2902C personal weather station. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.